Now, this is a set of creepypastas for the Halloween hype up I'm starting now, so I hope you enjoy. On the day of Halloween, I will try to make it extra scary for you. Number 1, the man outside. I was looking through my window when I saw a man outside. On my phone in my pocket, somebody phone called me, and the only thing I heard was someone else on the line. They said, "The man outside is waiting for you." I looked confused, looked back outside, and of course, that strange man was still there. He came closer to the door. My dog was barking like crazy. I opened the door and the dog ran after him. He ran back to what seemed like my neighbor's backyard. I just stared at the man running. My dog chased after him, but I told her to get back, and she did. Not too long later, about the next day, of course, I got that same phone call, and all it said was, "The man outside is waiting for you." I looked out of my window again, and I saw the man. The man was different somehow. He seemed to be holding something that he hadn't been holding the last time. A .22 12 gauge. Now, I looked at him, just stared there, with the door shut and the doors locked. He just stared at me too. He knew that the doors were locked somehow, and I saw his face. I took a picture and reported it to the local police. They told me this man had been on the run for years. A robber, of course, a murderer, and a pedophile. What could have happened to me if I let him in? Number 2, strings. I was walking with my friend outside when I saw a string sitting in the road. I picked it up and looked at it, and it looked like a normal string. I took it home with me for some odd reason, and I don't know why I did, but I did. The string seemed to be a bit odd after that. It would move to different places and different things. And one time, it tied around my neck, but I cut it, but it seemed to regenerate itself back together. It was a white string, about 7 inches. It looked like a shoestring. And after some time of this, I've noticed that this string was haunted. Somebody had threw it out because it had done the same to them. Ever since I brought it into the house, I swear I could see figures walking around. I threw the string out, and I've never heard of it again until I heard that my friend was being bullied around by the ghost. He said that it was just too much, and he threw the string away too. And after that, I never heard of the string again. Number 3. Me and my friends were swimming in my swimming pool. They sat and looked at me out on the walkway that I had. They were sitting out because it seemed that they were just tired out from swimming so much, and they said they would get back in not too long from now. They got back in not too long from that time. And they said, "What is that behind you?" And I looked behind me, and there was nothing there. My friends looked again, and then they said there was still nothing behind me, but I don't know what they saw. I went underwater with my goggles and nothing. We got out and told the police that there could be something stalking us, but we didn't know what. They investigated the pool, and when they were shining their flashlights in, they saw a face staring up at them, smiling, really big, bloody teeth that seemed to be stained because it didn't wash off in the water. It was not human. It couldn't have been. And I'm just glad I told the police before it got me and my friends. The creature was never identified as anything. Number 4. When I was walking down the street, I swear I could see a man following me. The man looked at me just continuously, not taking his eyes off of me. He got closer and closer until I finally had enough, and I turned around and said, "Why are you following me? Why are you staring at me like this?" He looked at me and said, "You're pretty. Would you like to come home with me?" And I looked at him strangely and walked forward faster. I called my friend, and he said he would try to get to my location very soon. I sat on the road. Luckily, I had a legal permit to carry a gun, so I got it out, and the man seemed to stay back, but still watching me. My friend got to me, and he said, "Do you know who that guy was? I swear I've heard about him somewhere. I think his name is Trey. I think, but I'm not sure. The way you described him makes me think that he is." I kind of saw his face, so I described it to the local police department. Yes, he was Trey. His name was Trey. He was who my friend thought he was. It turns out he'd been stalking me for about 5 months now, and I didn't even know it. Number 5. I was sitting on my roof of my house because we were working on it, putting some shingles in the roof. And I was staring off, and I saw a man in my yard staring straight up at me. I called my friend over, and he looked too. We jumped down and went over to the man. He came close to us, and he pulled out something that resembled a knife, a very sharp one. That was my knife. I didn't know what he was doing with my knife. How did he get it? How? It was impossible. I called the cops. They said he'd been stalking me, and he'd been living in my attic for a while. And I set up security cameras, and the guy didn't know that I had. But what I saw in the videotapes were completely disturbing. He went into my kitchen, stole food, silverware, and even some of my money I left sitting there. He ran out my front door. They found the man. He had recently stalked many other people. I never saw him again. That is the end of my Halloween hype up. If you enjoyed, please leave a like on this video and subscribe for more amazing creepy content. Because of course, for this channel, creepy is an understatement. It at least has to be nightmare fueling. So, it has to be extra creepy just for you. Thank you for watching. Goodbye. Be careful. If you feel that somebody is watching me, then you could do some things that might get him off your back. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.